I've started a little series here that will be on this back to Eden garden method, no-till method, wood chip method, mulch method, whatever you want to call it. But I've went from not having it to having it for years, then to not having the wood chips to put on it, and then it all decomposed and turned to dirt. Then when it does that, it's still easier to work and grow stuff. You've got to have a skin on that earth. You've got to have a covering on it, a mulch, organic mulch covering to do your best. And that's what I'm setting me up, a small area, and I'll do this little series on this. And it may take it may take a year to get this done. But I've got a playlist that's, I think, the Back to Eden Garden Evolution or something like that. And at the end of each video, the title of each video, I'll put like what part it is. Part 1, part 2, 3, right on. This one, and every one I do, no matter how long or how short the video is, will be one of those sections. And you can see the progress of how this works. And you'll also have a side-by-side comparison of how this is going to work. Because what I'll do is, I won't say everything I put in there, and I won't say how much, but whatever I put in here, I'll also put where there's no wood chips. And maybe not as much where there's no wood chips of that same item that I have in the wood chips. And that way you'll just be able to see side-by-side comparison. Now hopefully it'll start spewing water. Yeah, it's already coming out, ain't it? By the time I get there, that ought to be cool. Now I'll open this other valve and shut this valve, and that should put her in motion. Okay, that needs to go a little bit more. That's a little too much that way, so we can move that back a little. I want to get my fig tree. Getting a little of the corn, not much. I don't know if this should be the best way to do that, or I think this nozzle here needs raised up a little. I think it does. I could take that over just a little more, and I'm going to, and that would get my jalapeno peppers at the same time. Watering that too. this overspray, let's see. Yeah, that's watering my container there. Let me check this side one more. Yeah, it's getting the fig tree. I've got a big tire. What I started to say is I've got a couple of big tractor tires that my nephew gave me, and I think that they would be good to. I'm thinking about putting one here and planting my fig in it. The fig tree. because it's got it'd be an open bottom, you know, and then it's got that rim around it where the tars, you know, roll over, and that is almost acts like a reservoir to hold water. I think that it would do good to have that fig tree inside one of them big tires, because the sun heats them tires up. Fig tree likes heat now, don't they? And on days when it's cold out, that sun would heat that tire. And I don't know if it would be any benefit or not. But I'm pretty sure that it would keep a lot of weeds and stuff from encroaching. I know it would do that in around your fig. And they do that. They want to encroach. You have to keep mulching them. Don't know that I want to look at a big truck tire laying here in my garden, though. That's the only bad thing. Then once you get your tree planted in it, you're going to look at it for a while, ain't you? Something to think about anyway. But anyway, I'm going to let this water, you know, that's, I don't know if I'm doing this the way it ought to be done or not. How much hose have I got left here? I might be better off to move that on out in the middle of the garden. I tell you how to cover more area. And that's what I'm going to try to do right now. I'm going to try to cover more area right now. That's what I'm going to do. And the way to do that is where that reaches out there, that's made a mark for me. So hopefully this will reach out there. It'll reach as far as I can go. And then we'll readjust this. Let's see how far I can get out here. If it'll get out there, well, it won't get no. That's about it right there, so that's fine. That'll be fine. Let's try it. I'm gonna get drowned here, think. Careful. Whoo! See there? That's good though. That's all right. This one will come around right there, and that one, okay. That one gotta go that way, and that one gotta go that way. That ought to, watch me stepping on everything. Okay, that got that. I sure don't like that. Let me get that backed out a little. Something's happened here. Got a bug in there. What's happening? I'm gonna take it apart, I guess. Oh yeah. Rather than take that off, I might be able to get them. Let me go get them filler gauges. You deal with this every time. I think I can use this little bitty brush, and I'll turn this on just a little, and that should allow me to run that in there. Let's see if that helps. See there? That's all it took. That's all it took. Just a little gouge with that. It must have been a gnat. It was straining at a gnat trying to swallow a camel. Or should I say swallowing a camel and trying to strain at a gnat. I'm still looking here. Whew. To see if I'm That's no problem that way. And it's no problem that way. I'm going to go a little bit farther this way for a reason. Let's see. A little bit more there, buddy. I want it to get full. See, it's getting more corn, and it's getting more garden this way. That's it. I think that's gonna do it right there. That'll wet this down, saturate it, and that'll get cover almost twice as much garden. I wish I could have got that way another 3 or 4 feet. That's what I was trying to do. There's one more thing I really should do. What am I gonna do? I don't know if I should or not. I'm gonna do it. Get out of the way. Now, we'll go right here. We'll put this booger in there, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna get wet. Whew. Goodness, that's ice cold. I don't know how accurate that'll be, but it'll give us a little idea of how much rain we're dropping in there, which won't be much. What I'm gonna do with this right here, this sprinkler that I've got going now on the well, I'm gonna let that run today. I don't even know exactly what time it is right now, but I'm gonna let that run till it's obvious that it don't need to run no more. I ain't even checked the weather. And we'll also see if we'll be getting half that corn, wetting half that corn, and not wetting the other half. And that way we'll see that if it affects that corn schmut or not and causes it to grow more or whatever. I know it couldn't hurt the corn because we ain't had no rain in a little while to amount to nothing. But we'll let that run. Put some of them minerals out of that well in there. Got a little sulfur in it. Corn loves sulfur, don't they? But anyway, this one will be part 3. And I'll let that run. And if anything exciting was to happen, then I'll show you. And it may be late this evening or tonight. I'll try to get you a picture and show you the difference of where it's wet and where it's not wet. So, you know what, I'm trying to do something here it'll take all day to do. And nature, falling out of the sky, can do that in 5 minutes. Anyway, that's it today, or that's it now anyway.